Hi there everybody, welcome along to another episode of the Big Quiz Night In. It is a Facebook Live pub quiz night starting in a few minutes time. We have got 3 great rounds to go through again as we do every Thursday and every Sunday starting at around about 8 o'clock. On Thursdays we do like to give a little bit of time for people who like to go out and clap for key workers, show their appreciation. So we won't be starting for a few minutes yet, but I thought I'd get this video started and welcome people here as I normally do, just so we're all ready to go as soon as we can after people have clapped for key workers. Thank you all for joining already, everybody. If you have, remember that the quiz nights would normally be £1 a person to enter, and we would normally host them, and where this originated from, the King's Head and Bell in Abingdon, Oxfordshire. However, with the pandemic going on, we were left with no choice, and we're now hosting them by Facebook Live instead. And since then, the page has grown by 800 followers to over 1,000 followers in just these few short weeks. And I'm really grateful for that because we are doing this for charity. So instead of paying £1 a person to enter the quiz and all the money you would spend in a pub, what I ask is you donate to our nominated charity every Thursday and every Sunday. For Thursday nights, it is Secret Santa 365, hashtag the gift of giving. And so they provide packages, care packages to the elderly and to lots of vulnerable people around the area, especially during such a time as this where we are locked down, and there are lots of people who need help, and Secret Santa do just that. 365 because every day is a giving day. So welcome along everybody. I hope I'm coming through loud and clear for you all. As I like to do whenever we start a video, I'm just going to be sharing the link for these opening few minutes across Facebook, and I would really appreciate it if you could do the same. Do be careful though, if you are sharing this page, try not to share it as a watch party because I won't be able to see those people commenting. They'll be commenting in their own party if you do that. So I do ask that you be careful how you share it, and share it just so they can come straight to this video. But of course, they're welcome to join via a watch party, but just bear that in mind. If you do share it that way, I'm not going to be able to see their comments. So yeah, but welcome along everybody. Thanks for joining already if you have, and we'll be starting probably about 8:05, give or take, because we want to allow people time to go and clap for key workers. And thanks for all your interactions recently, all your engagements, because they have been going up, which is nice to see. I've been sharing picture rounds, I've been sharing all sorts on the page, and you guys have been really responsive to it, and I really appreciate it. So yeah, I'm just going to do, as I said, what I can to get this link out now so that people can start joining us, and we'll get going soon after 5 o'clock. But let me know what you're drinking this evening, guys, as always. I will get to your comments as soon as I can. And we like to talk about what everybody's drinking. So if you are having a beer or a wine or whatever it is this evening, let me know. And let's get talking. Start the conversation in the comments, people. There should be a lot of the regulars turning up, I imagine, and a lot of you have been submitting your quiz team logos to me as well, which has been really great to see. Some really funny ones have come in. Do check out, if you haven't done so already, the photo album on this Facebook page, because there are quite a few now. I think, I don't know, 13 or 14 different quiz teams who have submitted their logos to me. They've made lots of fun pictures, and it's been a lot of fun seeing those come in and sharing them, even the ones that feature this mug right here. Yeah, it's all very funny, and I appreciate your engagement too. So yeah, keep on sharing those and coming up with them if you haven't done so already. I've shared the link out now to all my usual places across Facebook. Let me know if you have shared it too. That would be appreciative. Now, let me get to your comments. Let's see who's with us this evening. Okay, Chloe's joined. Welcome, Chloe. Selena's here from Sophia, our other nominated charity. Tad's here from Sweden. Welcome, Tad. The donuts have arrived already. Andy's here, back in black. Yes, Jason as well. Hi, mate. How you doing? To you both. Tony's here from the Barking Dogs. I can't locate Billy yet. That's a shame. I haven't spoken to him today, actually. I normally speak to him on the daily, but I've been so busy I haven't had a chance to catch up with him. Robin says hi. Hello to Robin. Welcome. So yes, one of my friends from Limor has joined. Guys, if you don't know what Limor is, it is a social audio tool. It is going to be the next big thing in social media. You can have your Twitter where you share text. You can have your Instagram where you share pictures. Limor allows you to share audio clips with people, kind of like what Anchor used to be before Spotify brought it out, people have said. but it's a lot of fun, and I share little quizzes on there every day. 3 questions, random subjects taken every day, and so it gets lots of interaction. You reply with an audio clip as well to those posts if you want to, so it's good fun, and I really suggest you come along and check it out if you like your audio media, and even if you don't, it's something new, something different, so why not join me on Limor? It's at Big Quiz Night In, just like on Twitter. And speaking of that, you may have seen I've changed the logo or profile image and the banner as well on the Facebook page, and I've done that of course on Twitter and Limor as well. To bring everything in line, I've changed it so it's the Big Quiz Night In on all 3 platforms now. It was slightly different on Facebook to the other 2, and also I had the word live at the end. And as a couple of you pointed out to me, when I go live and do a video like this, it says something like the Big Quiz Night In live is live, and there's not really much point in saying live anymore because many of you already know how this works. So I've taken the live word out as well, and now it's just the Big Quiz Night In, and at Big Quiz Night In on all platforms. So if you want to follow me on Twitter, where I share quizzes there too, and if you want to follow me on Limor, you're more than welcome to. It's all free, you know how these things work, I'm sure, but do message me if you're not sure about it. If you want to know more, I'm happy to tell you more about Limor, no problem whatsoever, in particular with Limor. Of course, top fans, if you're a top fan, then you already know all about the little quizzes, because you get to see those or listen to those little quizzes every day if you want to, because I do post them there. But of course, if you want to respond to them outside of that, you need to get on Limor and reply with your audio clips, with your guesses. So yeah, here we go then. Let's have a look at some more of the comments. Paranursa here. Brewdog Punk IPA for Tad. Nice. Freddy's Ficcos have arrived too. Quarantinis are here. Hi to you guys. Ronnie's here as well. Jack says, welcome to you both. Monty's Minions checking in with a little snake emoji. Yes, Monty is the snake, in case you didn't know, guys. Good evening to, who else are we saying good evening to? Chris from the Blackpool Bar Stewards is here. Welcome. Another one that submitted their quiz team logos. Hello, I'm here, still not a top fan. Hashtag justice for Roz. Yes, Roz is here from Sal Marketeers, and I'm assuming the rest of the team will be here soon, of course. But yeah, Roz is still not a top fan, despite being one of the people who like, share, comment, and get involved the most. Unfortunately, I have to say though, since we started Justice for Roz, there haven't been any top fans at all allocated whatsoever, and in fact there weren't any for a week or so before that either. So as always, I will let you know when that changes, but I'm really frustrated about this with Facebook, because they're supposed to allocate them based on your engagements once a week, and they're not holding up their end of the bargain. I don't know what's going on. Let me know if you're part of another Facebook group in the past 2 weeks and you've been given a top fan badge recently, because they do come and go depending on how much you engage with that page on the daily. So if you have received a top fan badge from any other Facebook page whatsoever in the last 2 weeks and you've activated it, or even if you haven't, you've just seen the notification, let me know, because I've logged not a complaint, a support ticket, if you like, with Facebook, and of course they haven't responded because they're probably way too busy to respond to little old me. But I've done it anyway, and I'm really kind of concerned because I want to be able to reward more of you. More of you do now deserve that top fan reward for sure. But if you don't get the badge, I can't do it. So let me know if you've got that from other pages. I hope it's not just my page. Maybe Facebook are doing updates, and because I know there are lots of changes going on. Yeah, Roz, it's just never meant to be. There is also that. Charlotte says. Kate says, Willow is here and Maisie to join in after the clapping. Oh, that is so lovely. Okay, thank you for that. Eric, the other Blackpool Bar Steward, is here. Thank you. I love the fact you're joining on separate devices. I assumed you always join on the same device. Maybe that was wrong. But if you join on separate devices, it bumps up the viewers by 1. So I appreciate that very much, even if you're only listening on one. I don't mind. I don't know what your situation is. Maybe you're just friends. I don't know. But thank you for joining regardless. Lee says, evening, Chris. I'm on the cider, no surprise. And the wife is on rum and ginger beer. Rum with ginger beer. That's an interesting combination. That is interesting. I cannot say I would enjoy that. I like rum. Ginger beer, Not really. Social quiz distancing have arrived. Welcome along. Just so you know, guys, I am on the Vino again tonight. We had our wine delivery. So as well as the Beer 52 I'm part of, we've also got Virgin Wine Club, which unfortunately don't take on new members or are not taking on new members during the pandemic. So I couldn't give you any vouchers for that even if I wanted to. But many of you have taken up the Beer 52 vouchers. Heineken, Jason says, waiting for new Beer 52 delivery. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Yeah, it will come, don't worry. They are pretty good. So, yeah, and if you are using Beer 52, how are you finding it? How are you finding those first few boxes that you've been getting from us? I say from us, from the vouchers that you got from me. I hope you're enjoying them. They are different all the time. And you can also pick whether you want just light beers or light and dark beers as a mix. Or maybe even just dark beers. I don't know. I haven't tried that because we always get a mixture. But I know you can swap and change. Right, what else have we got here? Oh, Honey says 2 of the 3 of our team are here. Welcome, Honey. Earlier on today, now that Honey's joined and commented, that's reminded me. I posted a riddle that Wallingford Radio shared. I had a little advert played on Wallingford Radio a while ago, and I've followed them ever since, as you do. And I shared the riddle that they shared earlier on. And I asked them to comment, and I would give you a live shout out if you were the first person to get it exactly right. Holly, why don't you remind everybody in the comments of what your answer was while I go through and see what other comments we've got going, because you might be the only person, or at least the first person who got it right. So remind me again what your guess was, please. Mags says, whiskey and coke for me. Welcome, Mags. Eric says, very, very good friends. That's lovely. Okay, fair enough. I'm glad you are enjoying the quiz. Hello, all the way to Blackpool. We have got quite an international following, I must say. I mean, I think it all started with Tony in Marbella, who I know is watching. We said hello already. And we've got Tad from Sweden, who I love the fact you're actually back over in Sweden because it broadens the international market of the quiz. But he is technically part of the Black and Back team. So it's not like a random person from another country discovered the quiz and now watches every week. We do have some of those. But yeah, I do love that all the same. So yeah, the international reach has grown. A lot of people are now starting to watch from America, which is good. Through friends of friends as well, I like to see. We've got some people from Ireland who watch as well. I don't know about many other countries. I think there's a former Cell Marketeers member, is it Laurel, who's from Italy or in Italy? And so, but let me know if I'm forgetting anybody. Roz is of course on the Sambuca. You're gonna have to give that up when you get your top fan badge. You did promise me that. Sambuca's nasty stuff. Team Keep Calm are checking in. We're at 8:04 p.m. guys, 8:04 p.m. So I'm sure people have been clapping and they're now starting to join because the numbers are starting to go up. Jordan's joined. Everybody say hello to Jordan. King's Head and Bell, that means the pub where we would love to be back for the quiz nights. They're now here too. But yeah, anyway, I'm on the Vino tonight. I was going to have a sip, but I was so busy getting into your lovely comments. Oh, that is quite smoky, actually. That's different. Not bad at all. Anna says, can you say happy birthday to Jamie Bailey, please, from us all next door? Happy birthday to Jamie Bailey. I hope you have as good a day as you can, given the circumstances. I was just thinking today, actually, with my birthday, it's not till the start of August, but I reckon we'll probably still be doing this in August. And that means that I think I'm going to be ending up hosting one of these on my birthday, because I believe it falls on a Thursday night. So we'll have to do something special for that one, I think. Make a big deal out of it, just because, right? But then I also found out that one of my favourite movies as a kid is coming out in Blu-ray 4K around August the 3rd, so just after my birthday. And that's going to be amazing. So that's my birthday present sorted. It's Flash Gordon, by the way. They've remastered it. That's incredible. Look that up. We're at 5 past the hour now, so I'm going to make a start soon. I do want to see those numbers go up a little bit more, because I know they normally do. We'd like to get over 100, so we're at 77 at the minute. So we'll just give it another couple of minutes and see how it goes. So I'll tell you now how tonight's quiz night's going to go. So we've got 3 rounds as always. Tonight we are going to do TV and films for our first round. So 15 questions on TV and films. As I go through those questions, just make a note of them. You don't put them in the comments, just make your own notes of your own answers. When I get to the end of the round, you can let me know if you need any repeated. And then after I've done all the repeats, I'll read out the answers to you. You mark your own answers, because obviously there's no point in cheating. This is just for fun. So don't bother. And then you put your scores, if you want to, in the comments. We'll then celebrate all the people who do really well, and we'll commiserate with those of you who don't. But in any case, there will be lots of emoji sharing, no doubt, which is what I like to see, because the more emojis you hearts, likes, cares, all those good things, the more of those you do, the more these videos get put in front of more people randomly in Facebook, and we grow our audience and hopefully grow more for Secret Santa 365 tonight. And obviously the same goes for our Sunday quiz. So let me just share the link for the first time this evening. As the numbers go up, we're up to 80 now, which is great. Evening to David. Welcome along, David. I am going to share... Oh, let me share the link. I'll share the link now. If you would like to, go donate. There is the link for Secret Santa 365. Please do that at some point through the evening if you can. After the show's fine, or indeed any day really. But if you donate around the time of the quiz, then Courtney, who runs Secret Santa 365, will know that those donations most probably came from you, because you can't actually leave a note on GoFundMe. That's the difference I find between Just Giving and GoFundMe websites. On Just Giving, you can leave a little note to say anything you want. Most people choose to say from the quiz or their quiz entry or anything like that. You can't do that on GoFundMe, which is a real shame, but because it means it's hard to attribute your donations to the fact that you watched the quiz. But anyway, please do so whenever you can. The important thing is that you do donate. Big up the Haggis Hunters. Here's Bill. Evening, Chris. Hello, everyone. Welcome, Bill. So Barking Dogs, I think, are all here now, which is lovely to see. Yes, so we'll get on with TV and films then, I think. We're up to about 83. I'm sure the numbers will go up a little bit more as more join. But with that said, here we go then with TV and films. So remember, don't put your answers in the comments. Make a note of them yourself. Yes. Oh, yes, let's raise a toast. Why not? A toast to Jamie on his birthday. Any more birthdays as well? Let me know. We can do that. Is that Chewie on the windowsill? It was. That's the one that's been there for 2 weeks and nobody noticed. Yes, one of the other crocheted characters is Chewie, and there's one other that's there now, which I've just noticed is a little bit hidden. The last of my crocheted Skittle characters from Star Wars that my wife made me. I do a little spot the difference there. Oxford and Phoenix Collective are here. Welcome to you guys. Here we go then with TV and films. Let's go. I've been blabbering on for long enough. Question number 1. The Lion King is a musical movie based on which Shakespearean play? The Lion King is a musical movie based on which Shakespearean play? Jack says to Vicky, bonjour. Vicky, long time no see. You haven't joined one of the quizzes in a while, or at least I haven't seen your name. I hope you're well. Yeah, Sarah, C3PO's there as well. No, there's the black one there, where my thumb is right now. That black one. I didn't realise how hidden it was from this angle. Hey to Vanessa, we just did the first question. I can repeat it later. Question number 2 then for 3 points in TV and films. In The Simpsons, what are the names of Homer's favourite bar, the music store, and the shop for left-handed people? In The Simpsons, what are the names of Homer's favourite bar, the music store, and the shop for left-handed people? Tara says, I noticed Chewie, but I missed the quiz, so thought he'd already been mentioned. Oh, yeah, it should have been. I forgot to mention it, to be honest. I did talk about it at one point, and then, as often happens, I get distracted and carry on with the quiz and forget to come back to it. But yes, it's been there for this is the 3rd quiz Chewie's been there for now. And then the new one is that one in black over there, but you can't really tell what it is. So I might grab it in a minute. So that was question 2, and it was for 3 points. The name of Homer's favourite bar, the music store, and the shop for left-handed people. Oh, Vanessa, you heard it. Great. Okay, thank you for that. So, question number 3 now is for another 3 points. Put these US cop shows into the correct order with the earliest shown on TV first. Brooklyn Nine-Nine, CSI Miami, and The Mentalist. Put these US cop shows into the correct order with the earliest shown first on TV. Brooklyn Nine-Nine, CSI Miami, and The Mentalist. So for 3 points if you get them all in the right order. It's either going to be, I think the way those questions work, you're either going to get 3 points or 1 point if you get one in the right order and mix the other two up. Or, of course, no points if you get them all wrong. So those are your options there, really. But put them in the right order with the earliest on TV first. All right, question number 4 now. Question 4 is for another 3 points. Sarah, I hope you're keeping track. There's a lot of points in this one. Sarah likes to keep track of the overall score for me. Right, Vanessa says I'm on the strongbow again. Nice. White Rioja tonight, by the way, for Bill. Interesting. Don't think I've had a white Rioja. Okay, right, so your next question, and question number 4. Which 3 actresses played Charlie's Angels on film in the year 2000? Which 3 actresses played Charlie's Angels on film in the year 2000? Sarah is. Thank you, Sarah, as always. Tegan's on the pink lemonade. Nice. We're all looking forward to the bank holiday tomorrow. VE Day tomorrow, at least in the UK, it is a bank holiday. Supposed to be a bank holiday Monday in May, but given the fact it's such a big occasion, it's been moved. So I am very much looking forward to a day, or well, a long weekend for me. Commiserations, and I'm so sorry to anybody that has to work over the weekend. But it's appreciated, of course. What are you telling me to be off for, Jack? What's that all about? All right, question 5. The TV series called Torchwood is an anagram, deliberately so, of which other TV series? The TV series Torchwood is an anagram of which other TV series? Yes, honey, you did get it exactly right. Deal is the correct answer to the riddle that I shared earlier from Wallingford Radio. And Honey Jones, you were the first person to get it right. In fact, it was very quick as well. A lot of other people put some good guesses in, but I since found out, and I didn't know when I posted what the answer was either, but I since found out that deal was the correct answer. So very well done to you. Yeah, Selena says they're in tomorrow. Oh, so that's Sophia working tomorrow. Can we get some love hearts going in the with your emoji reactions and the care one as well in particular for everybody that's working tomorrow, especially the charities and the NHS and all those key workers that are working over the bank holiday weekend, because they won't get the break that a lot of us will do. So let's do that, please, for everybody. Yeah, Matthew says working for a GP surgery tomorrow. Yeah. Oh, Jack's working. That's why he's telling me to be off. I know he's only joking. Don't worry, guys. I know who he is. It's fine. Yeah. I'm also asking people to send love your way. Yeah. Unlucky, Katie. But thank you for whatever it is you're doing. People who are working, it is appreciated. Yeah. Yeah, don't worry, Jack's not being horrible, it's fine, he's joking. Yeah, Vanessa, you said envelope. It's a very good answer, but there is a reason why that's not the right answer at the same time. Oh, Tim, welcome. You could have won a St. Bernard have arrived. With that said, let's do question number 6. In which film did Indiana Jones search for the Holy Grail? In which film did Indiana Jones search for the Holy Grail? That's question 6. Tracy says, cracking on with day 7 of Dry May. Here seeing we've been alcoholics since lockdown, so tea all round. Seeing we've been alcoholics since the lockdown. Oh dear. I'm sorry if I have played a part in encouraging you to get on the drink. I do not mean to do that. But well done and good luck to you on that. You're a stronger person than I am. Looking forward to going back to work on Monday. Just had 3 weeks off. Wow. Jam's had 3 weeks off. My word. That's all right, I guess. When, mind you, it depends what you can do, I suppose. 3 weeks during a lockdown, maybe not so much fun, but I hope you managed to enjoy it, mate. If you don't have the care emoji, when you've got your like, love, laugh, sad and angry, if you don't, the other way around for you, sorry, the care one will eventually appear in that list. If you haven't got it yet, don't worry, I haven't got it either. But for those who do, it's appreciated, and everybody it's for is appreciating it, I'm sure. Question number 7 is for another 3 points. Hugh Laurie, George Clooney and Zach Braff starred in which medical TV dramas? Hugh Laurie, George Clooney and Zach Braff starred in which medical TV dramas? 1 point for each. 3 different medical dramas, okay? Not the same one. 1 point for each. Don't forget to lock my window. Thank you for the reminder again. Yes, because the kids, we're lucky here. I say lucky. We've got a nice back garden. It's a tiny rental house we live in, but we've got a really nice back garden. So the kids are always shouting through the windows, and we're always shouting out to them. So yeah, it's often unlocked until the evening. So yeah, thank you for reminding me. I'll make sure it's locked. Hope 2 weeks with... Jam says, no, 2 weeks with Rona and 1 booked off. Oh, mate. This is the thing. It's nice weather to have time off, but when you think about it, you can't really do much. Ugh. Diane is tagging Catherine. I assume that is to get her attention, to bring her into the quiz so she's in the right room and not watching one of my previous episodes maybe. That's appreciated, but welcome nonetheless. Question number 8 now is for another 3 points in our TV and films round out of 15 questions, and it's Game of Thrones for question 8. Which Game of Thrones characters were played by Sean Bean, Kit Harington and Peter Dinklage? Which Game of Thrones characters were played by Sean Bean, Kit Harington and Peter Dinklage? Another 3 points there, 1 point for each. Owen says, just coming to the end of 7 weeks off. Blimey. I'm sure there's reasons for that. Again, I hope you got some enjoyment out of it, at least in part. I'm hoping also that my quizzes do their bit and bring a bit of enjoyment to whatever you're doing during the lockdown, regardless of whether you're having time off or not. That's why I do it, to try and help your own mental well-being as well as mine. Yes, Diane, please do keep tagging people. Please do. The more the merrier. We're at 95 viewers, so we're getting up there. We're getting up there numbers-wise. Normally we have some more people join from 8:30, so that's fine. Question number 9 now. What was the name of the Addams family's hairy little cousin? What was the name of the Addams family's hairy little cousin? That's question number 9. Owen furloughed. Yeah, I had a feeling it was going to be that. I had a feeling, mate. Keith, you never watched an episode of Game of Thrones? Oh, it's phenomenal, mate. It's so good. People will say the last season was a bit of a letdown. I think it's a bit rushed, but it's still very good. It's still good. You cannot deny the incredible achievement that it was to put that story onto TV and that high quality. You cannot deny the effort that went in to do what they did with it. So yeah, even if you don't like your fantasy kind of stuff, I'm sure you'd have heard a little bit about it at least. But yeah, it's well worth it. Max says you look forward to Thursday and some Sundays. Yeah. Do neither have you? Oh, don't worry. It's okay. It's not for everybody. Maybe see if you can look up a trailer for the series 1 and see what you think of that. It's all kind of swords and dragons and that kind of stuff. To put it in a very simple terms. Emma says no, the ending was SHIT. All right, okay. It's subjective. It is subjective. Thankfully, his American Cousins in Phoenix did. Okay, well done, Amy. Game of Thrones is epic. Yes, it is epic, yeah. I'm sure the book readers will tell you differently, but again, as a TV lover, I really enjoyed it. Okay, question number 10 now. Question number 10. Kevin Bacon advertises which mobile phone network on UK TV? Kevin Bacon advertises which mobile phone network on UK TV? Owen says it's the best ever TV series by far. Yeah, it's definitely up there. It's definitely up there. Yeah, it's certainly one of the top three. There's a big debate you could have around that though. Last series was a bit disappointing though. Yeah, it was a little bit. Yeah, I'm not going to go into any spoilers, but I'm happy to talk to people about it. If you ever want to chat about something like that, I don't mind. Drop me a message sometime. Don't forget the incest and boobs. Yeah, there's a fair bit of that too, in fairness. Keith says, never watched an episode of The Simpsons either, just don't get it. I think, yeah, the newer seasons, there's nothing much there, I don't think, from what I've seen, but the older stuff is good. Swords and sorcery is all good, absolutely, James says. Question 11 for another 3 points. Which 3 TV series starring Steve Carell, Tina Fey, and Calista Flockhart have won a Primetime Emmy Award for Best Comedy Series? So again, 3 different series, 1 point for each. Which 3 TV series starring Steve Carell, Tina Fey, and Calista Flockhart have won a Primetime Emmy Award for Best Comedy Series? Oh, June saying hello to Vanessa. That's lovely. Yeah, Chris avoided it for years, thought he'd hate it and loved it. Yeah, I have to say, this won't mean much to you guys, but on that subject, my mum is the least biggest fan of sword and sorcery and sci-fi and all that kind of genre stuff ever, and I'm the complete opposite. I absolutely love it. But she started watching Game of Thrones and she just got so into it. It was crazy. So yeah. Franco says, Game of Thrones is not as good as Porridge. I think those are very different things. In terms of comedy series, I'd say Porridge is definitely one of the best and an absolute classic from the episodes I've seen. Very different. In terms of serious stuff, though, I think Game of Thrones is definitely up there. Question number 12. Which British soap opera holds the record for the highest viewing figures? Which British soap opera holds the record for the highest viewing figures? So if you have no idea and you don't watch British soaps, if you at least know the name of a British soap, it's still worth a guess. Oh, Maddie doesn't get Game of Thrones or The Simpsons either. Well, you know what? TV, film, music, it's all art, and all art is subjective. So it's not supposed to be for everybody. Just there's a lot of people that do like it. Fighting fantasy, James says. Claire says... Oh, Claire from Sophia's here, by the way. I haven't said hello to Claire from Sophia yet. She says, I'm Game of Thrones biased because Meg's friend was in it. Wow, that's cool. Was it a named character? Or was it an extra? It's still cool either way. Jason says, is that the owl from Reading Way? Oh, the owl? Sorry, I need my eyes tested, I think. Is that the girl from Reading Way? I don't know. Keep talking about that. Never thought I'd like Game of Thrones, but I've just spent last 2 weeks watching it all and loved it. Good. Nice one, Lorna. Claire's... No, Bella Ramsey. Okay. You binge-watched Game of Thrones 3 times, Owen says. Wow. I would like to watch it all again, I think. Yeah, I would like to at some point. Battlestar Galactica, the remake of that. Now, that's another good series while we're on that subject. Question number 13 is for 3 more points. I told you there's a lot of points here. In fact, the next 3 questions are all for 3 points. So question 13, which 3 members of the Rubble family live next door to Fred Flintstone? Which 3 members of the Rubble family live next door to Fred Flintstone? Of course, 1 point for each. Oh, Leanna Mormon. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, yeah, I definitely know who you're on about now. That's very cool. She's very good. She's one of the best in the whole series. Have you started yet? We're late. Jenny, yes, you are late. Yes, I have started, but I'm just finishing the first round. So you've still got 2 more to go. Of course, you and Pete are welcome to stay. Just remember, it's normally an 8 o'clock start, allowing for the clapping at 8 o'clock, so 5:10 past normally we start. But don't worry, it's only the TV and films round. 2 more fun rounds to go. Bill, you haven't seen a single episode of Game of Thrones either. Well, there's another show that'll pass the time. You'll love it. You will love it. Find a way to watch it, mate. You'll get into it. I know what you're like, and I know you'll love it. Something different to watch after I convinced you to watch Tiger King. Okay, all right. Question number 14, another 3 points. Which popular movies were set on Amity Island, the Isla Nublar, and Skull Island? 1 point for each. Which popular movies were set on Amity Island for 1 point, the Isla Nublar for 2, and then Skull Island for a 3rd point? Okay, so yeah, thanks to me saying how many points the next 2 were worth, Sarah has confirmed it's out of 33 points today. So that is, yeah, that is a big old high score you're going for this evening, guys, for TV and films. Right, question 15, your final 3 points then for the round. Which 3 films, directed by James Cameron, have grossed the most money worldwide? Which 3 films, directed by James Cameron, have grossed the most money worldwide? Tiger King is dross. It's a documentary. I can't say it's dross. It's hilarious and quite frankly, it's a little scary. Yeah. I know. I enjoyed it anyway. A little peek into some little pocket of Americana that you probably, would never want to associate yourself with. There's also been, have you seen the YouTube video where these 2 other YouTubers tricked Carol Baskin into joining an interview pretending to be Jimmy Fallon, I think it was? It's so clever how they tricked her. It's brilliant, yeah. How often do I do these quizzes? This is a every Thursday, every Sunday live quiz night, Diane. Thank you for asking. We start at 8 o'clock, as I mentioned already, every single week. All you need to do is join the video as you have now. We have a different charity nominated for both of those nights. So Thursdays, as I've mentioned, is Secret Santa 365. You don't have to donate, but it is appreciated because quiz nights you would normally pay to enter, and you would then pay for your drinks at the bar. And then on Sundays we have a separate charity, which is Sophia. You'll hear me talk about occasionally as well. Okay, all right, I'm going to start repeating those first few questions for the people that were clapping and missed it. So let me know any other repeats you want, and then we'll do the answers. Okay, so question 1, The Lion King is a musical movie based on which Shakespearean play? Question 2, in The Simpsons, what are the names of Homer's favourite bar, the music store, and the shop for left-handed people? Question 3, put these US cop shows into the correct order, with the earliest shown on TV first: Brooklyn Nine-Nine, CSI Miami, and The Mentalist. Question 4, which 3 actresses played Charlie's Angels on film in the year 2000? Just make notes as you go along with these ones, because I'm going to keep reading them off quite quickly. Question 5, the TV series called Torchwood is deliberately an anagram of which other TV series? Question 6, in which film did Indiana Jones search for the Holy Grail? Question 7, Hugh Laurie, George Clooney and Zach Braff starred in which medical TV dramas? 11, which 3 TV series starring Steve Carell, Tina Fey and Calista Flockhart have won a Primetime Emmy Award for Best Comedy Series? Question 14, which popular movies were set on Amity Island, the Isla Nublar and Skull Island? 1 point for each. Yeah, and if anybody's new watching along and you want to, we just reached 100, by the way, everybody. Likes for the 100 up, that would be appreciated in those emoji reactions. Welcome along, stick around. Round number 2 is coming up very soon. 3 rounds we do every Thursday, every Sunday. And so, yeah, what I think I'm going to do, I don't know if you guys who are regulars think this will be a good idea. I do get asked about the quiz, and I am concerned a little that people who are seeing it are thinking that it's the kind of quiz where you submit answers to me. Because I'm not hosting this in the pub anymore, you can't really do that, and I don't think they realise that you just do it yourself and do your team scores. into me instead in the comments, and even that's optional. So I'm thinking of filming a pre-recorded little trailer, if you like, of maybe like a minute to 5 minutes long, just explaining what the quiz is all about, and then you can share that with people so that they can see what it's like rather than you having to type and explain it. Let me know in the comments if you think that's something that people would like, because I'm doing everything I can to promote this quiz and get the numbers up and get more people watching, and therefore hopefully some more people donating, and just get some more exposure for it. But there's only so many times I can nag people to share it elsewhere before I start annoying people. So I figured if I do a little advert like that and I'll pin it to I'll put it in the spotlight heading of the Facebook page, maybe that'll be useful to people to see. So yeah, let me know what you think about that. Although I won't pin the post as such because there's a charity post already there, but I can put it in the spotlight, which you see as soon as you come to the page. Jenny was chatting with the neighbours about a man with 2 penises, unless you can compete with that. Oh my goodness, Pete, that's a good reason to have joined late. However, the fact that you were both late joining tells me that you were listening in instead of joining and letting her have that conversation. I don't know if that tells us more about you or not, but I'm pretty sure one of you could have joined earlier anyway. I'm kidding, it's fine. Yes. Thanks, guys. Yeah, okay, so I'll probably do that. Yeah, I'll just do maybe yeah, we'll see. I'll probably do like a 5-minute thing and then see, kind of a scripted thing to explain to people. Yes, Pete, you're busted. Yeah, I found you out. All right, let's do the answers then, everybody. I think I've done all the repeats. There's been a lot of different comments coming in. Owen says, I was going to use another adjective for Tiger King but thought it was probably inappropriate. Yeah, I try not to swear at all on these videos because I don't know if any kids are watching, and I really hate it when there's swearing around my children because they're of primary school age and they probably hear enough of that at school anyway. So I really hate it when people swear in videos. So I will never say them on my videos if I can help it. So I don't mind if you put them in the comments and you're just being nice still. Well, parents can hide the comments, that's no problem. But I will never swear on the videos deliberately, ever. So, but just be nice in the comments. That's all I ask. How the hell does somebody have 2? Yeah, I don't know, Louise. I don't know. You think it's called Okay, I'm not going to get involved in that conversation anymore, but you can keep talking about it. Here's the answers then for TV and films. Question 1, The Lion King is a musical movie based on which Shakespearean play? It is Hamlet. Question 2, in The Simpsons, what are the names of Homer's favourite bar, the music store, and the shop for left-handed people? They are Moe's Tavern, King Toots, and the Leftorium. Question 3, put these US cop shows into the correct order with the earliest shown on TV first. The 3 you had to choose from was Brooklyn Nine-Nine, CSI Miami, and The Mentalist. In the correct order, earliest first, CSI Miami started in 2002, then The Mentalist in 2008, and then Brooklyn Nine-Nine in 2013. Which always looks really funny, but I never get around to watching it. I think my wife watches it, she says it's good. Which 3 actresses, for question 4, played Charlie's Angels on film in 2000? It was, and in a sequel they did as well, Cameron Diaz, Drew Barrymore and Lucy Liu. Question 5, the TV series Torchwood is an anagram, deliberately so, of which other TV series? That is Doctor Who, because it is a spin-off from that. Question 6, in which film did Indiana Jones search for the Holy Grail? It was Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Question 7, Hugh Laurie, George Clooney and Zach Braff starred in which medical TV dramas? House, ER and Scrubs. Question 8, which Game of Thrones characters were played by Sean Bean, Kit Harington and Peter Dinklage? They are Eddard or Ned Stark, Jon Snow, who knows nothing by the way, that's funny if you've seen the show, and Tyrion Lannister. So for 3 points there. Question 9, what was the name of the Addams family's hairy little cousin? It was Cousin It. Question 10, Kevin Bacon advertises which mobile phone network on UK TV? It is EE. Now actually, one of those adverts that you don't mind when you see it, because it's quite entertaining to a point. Most of them are anyway. Normally I hate adverts, but still. Question 11, which 3 TV series starring Steve Carell, Tina Fey and Calista Flockhart have won a Primetime Emmy Award for Best Comedy Series? They are The Office, the US office, 30 Rock, and Ally McBeal. And question 12 then, which British soap opera holds the record for the highest viewing figures? Oh, if you're a regular, you know how much I dislike soaps, but it is EastEnders. That was over 30 million viewers that tuned in on Christmas Day 1986. That is still the record for a soap. Question 13. Which three members of the Rubble family live next door to Fred Flintstone? It is Barney, Betty, and Bam Bam. Question 14. Which popular movies were set on Amity Island, the Isla Nublar, and Skull Island for 3 points? That is Jaws on Amity Island, Jurassic Park on the Isla Nublar, and then Skull Island is King Kong. Question 15. Which three films directed by James Cameron have grossed the most money worldwide? They were Avatar, Titanic, and Terminator 2 Judgment Day. I like 2 out of those films. Guess which one I'm not really a fan of. Okay, add up those scores. Yes, I know I need to watch the 9-9. It's just one I've never got around to catching up on, but I will. Thank you for the endorsement, though. Good idea, re-explain a video. Thank you for those comments, guys. Sorry, what was the answer to question 1? Question 1 was Hamlet. The answer was Hamlet. Okay, so that's number 1. Tally up your scores, guys. Tally up your scores. I'm just quickly checking my phone to make sure it's got enough charge while you do that. 110 viewers. Hey, welcome everybody. Thank you for sticking around. Round number 2 is about to begin. You're good timing if you've only just joined. Here's the team scores then coming in now. George says 30 marks for Cell Marketeers. Nice. And they're always flying by, so I have to scroll through them again. The Donuts have scored 21. Paranurse, 21 points. 17, but we missed a few, Jenny says. That's okay. Gemma Crew, 24 points. Ian says, only here to find the lock-in at 25 points. Table of Filth got 32 points. Back in Black, 29 points. 30 for Kings and Queens. Team Keep Calm have got 12 points. 28 points for Social Quizdancing. Oxford and Phoenix Collective have got 28 points. 10, but got a phone call in the middle. June, how rude. How dare they interrupt the quiz night for you. But good effort anyway, especially considering you don't watch Game of Thrones. 32 for Monty's Minions. Great score there, guys. 30 for the Trampoliners. 30 for Cell Marketeers again there. 30 points for Quizdle Maze. I still haven't got a Quizdle Maze logo. You haven't sent one in to me, guys, I don't think. Am I wrong in that? No, I don't think so. 29, Neil says. Well done, Neil Chander there. What's wrong with Terminator 2? Obviously, I like Terminator 2. I hope you were joking. I don't like Titanic. The only good bit about that is when the ship sinks. Because visually, that's quite exciting, I suppose. The rest of it's pants. 25 for Maisie and Willow. Well, more Willow than Maisie, of course, Ed. On my own, 22 points. Tracy says 27. Obviously, the lack of alcohol is doing our brain cells some good. Woohoo! Yeah, don't tell everybody. 20 for Big Bloomers. Well done there, Ali. Forever Peace, 20 points. Question 14 again was Jaws, Jurassic Park, and King Kong. 30 points for the real Team 5. I hope you enjoyed our logo. Yes, Louise. Thank you very much. I've told people to have a look at it again already. Jokingly avoiding yours, but no, seriously, theirs is very, very funny. Mainly because you're abusing me in it, sticking my face on it. Oh dear, what have you done? Doom Radleys have got 28 points. Great score again. 27 out of 33 for Two Amigos. Whoop whoop, a huge 15 for Selena and the Sophia crew there. 30 points for Thunder Horse. 30 points for Harperoids. You could have won a St. Bernard. 31 points. Wow. Sophie Reynolds says 27 points. Luke is chiming in there with 29 points. Oh, hang on. It's all jumped up again. Chloe Cooper says 16 points. Yeah, Luke says 29 points. Honey says 31 points. Great score. Freddie's Ficko's 31 points. Inquisitors got 33 points. I think that is a maximum score. That's incredible. Well done. 25, Jam says. Must have been easy. No other cabinets. Jam says, well done. No, surely not too easy, though. 28 for half a dozen. Paul says 17 points, 23, and I got one of the Game of Thrones questions right, even though I've never watched it. LOL. Good one, Maddie. 29 for On the Line. Blackpool Bar Steward say 32 points, one off a maximum score. That's another great effort. 19 for Haggis Hunters. Mullet Mayhem got 19. 22 for Barking Dogs. Aaron says spoiler. Okay. Tom says we're working on it, Chris. Okay, all right. Well, you've had long enough. I am expecting big things since it's taken so long. I'm looking forward to it. Yes, Chippy sends lots of Thunderhorse-related emojis. I like it. That's something fun you can do. Try and spell your team name out or represent your team name in emojis. Don't spend too much time on it right now, but have a think about it. And let me know what it would be. That's a fun game. 15 points, Kevin says. James says, we are the mastermind geniuses. I like it, James. Confidence. 33 out of 33 for the Inquisitors. Massive thumbs up, please, guys, for that one. What? The ship sinks? I've not seen that either. Oh, sorry. Spoiler for Titanic. Yeah. Who knew? Don't bother watching it. Some iceberg turns up out of nowhere, and all of a sudden, bang, they're going down. Yeah. Very funny, guys. Can't believe I gave the plot away. I'm so sorry I spoiled Titanic for you. Yeah. Next time, maybe pay attention in history. 28 for Quarantinis. Good score, guys. Yeah. Yes, Inquisitors, we know. 33 points out of 33. Very well done. All right. Great stuff, guys. So round number 2 then is something we haven't done before in the live quiz nights, but some of you regulars, which I know a lot of you are regulars, to the actual quiz nights at the pub, will be familiar with this concept. And even if you've seen the show that it's based on, you will also be familiar with it, because it is called a Blockbusters round. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to read out a general knowledge round, but with each question, I will tell you the letters, the initials of the words from the answer. So you will then know what the answer begins with, each word it begins with, and you can have a guess at what it is based on the clue I give you to accompany it. So it's a general knowledge round, but they're all in that style. So if you don't know, if you have no idea what Blockbusters is, particularly I don't think for our American friends, I don't think Blockbusters made it over to you. I think it was just a UK show, I think. You'll get the gist of it very quickly, I'm sure. It's very straightforward, but essentially it's a general knowledge round. But this time you will get this clue of what the answer begins with. And no, Andy, you don't just have to get the gold run. But yes, I love the fact that you remember that. So yeah, it's not just about the gold run. Try and get as many correct as you can. But I'm going to say, to just give it a little bit of a gold run theme, now you said that, Andy, if you get at least 7 points, you can consider yourself completing the gold run. Which means if you know... Yeah, you'll have a P, please, Chris. Exactly, Jace, you've got it. Which means if you know what the gold run means, it's just a bit of fun. It means nothing, really. But yeah, if you get at least 7 points, you can say you've completed the gold run. I think that's quite fun. Tracy, you can also have a P if you need to. Yes, of course you can. You don't have to ask permission. Here we go with question number 1, everybody. Question 1. Which DB was always the murder victim in the game of Cluedo? Or Clue, I think it was called in America. Which DB was always the murder victim in the game of Clue or Cluedo? Every question is for 1 point, by the way, regardless of how many words are in the answer. Every question is worth 1 point. So Sarah, made your job easy this time. I think you can work out how many that means in total with 15 questions. Yes, going for gold, guys. That's a different game show altogether, by the way. Going for gold. Anyone remember that? Henry Kelly, yeah, that's it. James knows as well. No, but the gold run was part of Blockbusters. Okay, question number 2 then. In Amsterdam, what DPs are known as Vienna bread? In Amsterdam, and possibly in other places, but what DPs are known as Vienna bread? So in Amsterdam, they're called Vienna bread, but outside of Amsterdam, at least, they tend to be called something that starts with a D and a P. What could that be? Bob Holness was the first person to play James Bond? That's a great question. How could he have done that? I'm going to guess a radio play. How am I doing? That is fantastic trivia. I love that. Please tell me if I'm right. Was it a radio play? I know there was Casino Royale, but that was I think Peter Sellers was in that, and a few other people before on the radio. Yes! Quizmaster wins again. Thank you, Keith. No, not the original Casino Royale. No, it was on the radio. See, I know stuff too. I'm not just the host. I know stuff too. All right, question 3 now. Which WWW was a movie and hit single for Will Smith in 1999? Which WWW was a movie and hit single for Will Smith in 1999? Yes, David Niven was in that Casino Royale as well, June, yeah. It's a pretty good cast, actually, although it wasn't an official James Bond movie as they're recognised now. A radio play in Australia. Ah, okay. I wonder if it's online anywhere. I wouldn't mind listening to that. Something different. I'm a big audiobook fan in general, and radio plays were kind of the precursor to that kind of world. Cool. All right. Good knowledge. Question 4 now for you. Question 4. Which SD was best friends with Norbert Rogers in cartoons and on film? Which SD was best friends with Norbert Rogers in cartoons and on film? You are not Chris Snow. Yeah, because I do know stuff, I don't know nothing. Yeah, okay, I think that's what you're getting at, Clive. Thank you. Might be more like books, June says. Alright. Check out Radio 4 Extra. They've had plays on Dad's Army, Porridge and Blythe's Spirit. Ooh. That sounds fun. I watched the Dad's Army remake of the Lost Episodes they did recently. I thought that was excellent. It was almost perfect casting. There was one that wasn't quite right for me, but it was very good all the same. Question 5. Which AFGM is a film starring Tom Cruise, Jack Nicholson and Demi Moore? Which AFGM is a film starring Tom Cruise, Jack Nicholson and Demi Moore? Okay, question number 6 now. What WS is another name for the three witches in Macbeth? What WS is another name for the three witches in Macbeth? Seen that one in great film, Keith says. Yeah, for number 5. Yeah, let's not spoil it. Don't put any clues in the comments. There's a very famous quote for it. I was very nearly going to say then, but I won't. Don't do it, guys. Don't do it. You'll give it away if you know the answer. Don't do it. Question number 7 now. Question 7. Which MR was Barack Obama's main political rival? Which MR was Barack Obama's main political rival? I'm using my microphone again today, by the way, for the audio. And I think the last quiz I had to use it for, the audio went a bit crackly towards the end. There's nothing wrong with it. There's no problem with the battery or anything like that. But if that does happen again, go in the comments and I'll unplug it again. How long normally do the quizzes last for? Diane, we go through 3 quiz rounds and I waffle on for about an hour and a half, hour and 20 minutes to an hour and a half. Hashtag waffle on, guys. So hopefully it's a nice bit of company for your evening. But yeah, normally sit through, because quiz nights are normally like 2 hours to 3 hours long. We do a whole evening's entertainment for £1 a person at the pub normally. So 2.5 hours normally, but the actual Facebook Live quizzes you're watching now, an hour and a half for actual quiz. I normally start 20 minutes beforehand to get people opportunity to join. So yeah, about an hour and a half, I'd say, on average. Where were we then? Question number 8 now. Question 8. Which SJ played the other Berlin girl on film? Which SJ played the other Berlin girl on film? Diane, just so you know, I also, and anybody else that's new, you'll also get a picture round shared after every live quiz. So when I've finished here and we've said our goodnight to you, I then share a picture round separately, a handout round of some kind, that you can then do in your own time, and the answers are then going to be posted in the comments of them later on in the evening again. So you can do those as well and share them with your friends and family if you want to. And a bargain it is too, Emma says. Thank you. I know, right? Whole evening's entertainment, and all you have to do is donate to charity for me. And preferably share and invite your friends. Okay, where are we now? Question number 9. Which WS is the world's largest fish? Which WS is the world's largest fish? Okay, question number 10 now. Question 10. Which RP has their own drag race show on Netflix? Which RP has their own drag race show on Netflix? Your next round, by the way, just to give you a little teaser, will be another Our Survey Says Family Fortune style round, which we've been doing the last couple of quiz nights, and you guys have been really enjoying those, so I've got more for you to do after this round, of course, and we've been doing 5 questions for each one previously. Tonight we can do as many as 15, it depends how long you want to stick around for, but we'll probably do 10, we'll see how it goes. Question 11 now. Question 11. Which DM was the first album from the British band Oasis? Which DM was the first album from the British band Oasis? Yeah, and it was Ed that wanted it. He was a fan of it at the actual pub quiz nights, as well as a few other people. But Ed was the one that reminded me of it and said he'd like to see it. And I do listen to the top fans. When you get your top fan badge, eventually, you get access to the top fan group, and only if you're a top fan. And in that group, you can tell me what subjects you think I should do in future quizzes. Tracy says you'll do 15. All right, I'll tell you what we'll do. I'll do 10 questions. We'll check the time. I'll do the answers, and then people can go if they want, and people who want to stay can do 5 more with me. I think we'll do that, but we'll see how many want to stay. Question 10. Now, is that a real thingy? Question 10. I know nothing about this show other than the name, and that I was asked by a top fan to do a question about it. I don't know if she's watching tonight. Gabriella, I did mention, I think she's here. But if not, that was for her. Probably a very easy one. I'm not going to do any deep trivia on that kind of show because I have no idea about it. And it probably wouldn't be fair on people anyway if I did. Question 12 now. Which HB is an elementary particle in the standard model of particle physics? Which HB is an elementary particle in the standard model of particle physics? No, Gabriella, you're welcome. Oh, James says hi to Rebecca next door. Yeah, do invite your neighbours, guys. If you do see your neighbours out in the streets every now and then in passing or whatever, and you get on with them, and therefore you would stop and briefly talk to them when you see them, do mention the quiz, all right? Get them involved as well. It's a lot more fun if you've got people that you know getting involved. So if there's anybody you do see out and about when you are bumping into people you know, well, not literally bumping into people, but do mention the quiz. Let's get more people in. Yes, I'll repeat question 11 in a moment. Question number 13. We'll do repeats at the end as always. Question 13. Which PP was Tony Stark's love interest? Which PP was Tony Stark's love interest? That's question 13. Karen, your lovely sister-in-law. Is she here? Is she here, Jenny? Is she watching? Question 10 is a brilliant show, Tara says. Okay, there we go. We've got another fan of the show in. Just don't invite them in. Yeah, absolutely. Don't invite them into the house to watch the quiz with you. Tell them to watch it on their own internet. Yes, please. Question 14 now. Question 14. Which BAT is a novel and film that introduced us to Holly Golightly? Which BAT is a novel and film that introduced us to Holly Golightly? Jenny says yes, she's watching. Oh, hello to Karen. Hope you're well. Welcome along. Yeah, the more the merrier. Although, I mean, I say that. I mean, 102 people watching the quiz. I mean, we've had 130, 120 to 130 every quiz on average, I would say. So, yeah, I'm so grateful for you guys that keep coming back and for all the new people, but the more the merrier, I keep saying, and it's true, because that means there will be more people donating to the charities. So we need to get more live viewers, given the page has got over 1,000 follows. We need to figure out what's going on. Get people more involved in the show. Any ideas? Let me know. Maybe it's because I chat too much. I don't know. Question 15. Question 15, the last question. Which LE is the most westerly point of England? Which LE is the most westerly point of England? That's your last question in our first Blockbusters round. Hope you like that. Let me know if you want any more repeated. I think I did. There was a repeat earlier on 11. So I'm going to repeat 11. Question 11 was which DM was the first album from the British band Oasis? I cut out completely on 11 to 15. No 7 as well. Okay, right. I'll do 7, 11 to 15. Andy says he loved that. Okay, here we go with some repeats then. So, question 1. Which DB was always the murder victim in the game of Cluedo, or Clue for our American friends? Question 4. Which SD was best friends with Norbert Rogers in cartoons and on film? Question 2. In Amsterdam, what DPs are known as Vienna bread? Question 4. Which SD was best friends with Norbert Rogers in cartoon and film? Question, what do we need now? Number 7. Which MR was Barack Obama's main political rival? 11. Which DM was the first album from the British band Oasis? 12. Which HB is an elementary particle in the standard model of particle physics? 13. Which PP was Tony Stark's love interest? 14. Which BAT is a novel and film that introduced us to Holly Golightly? 15 again. Which LE is the most westerly point of England? I think that's it for repeats. It's very nice of you to all be so polite and say your pleases after question repeats, but honestly, you can just put the numbers. Save yourself the effort. Just put the numbers in that you want repeated. I know that you are asking nicely because you're all lovely people, so it's no problem. Except for Thunder Horse, they're not lovely. I had to get that in somewhere, sorry. I kid. All right. 12 and 13, please. You missed the repeats. Oh, dear. All right, okay. Question 12 again. Which HB is an elementary particle in the standard model of particle physics? And question 13. Which PP was Tony Stark's love interest? Manners are never an effort. I know, but if it means you get your repeats in quick enough, it's fine. I will slow down for the answers, Tegan, yes. I'm just a bit conscious of time, that's all. You know me, I like to chat, and some people like to tell me to shut up and get on with it. Can't have everything. Okay, shall we do the answers now then? So, question 1. Which DB... You're welcome. Oh, Dom, did you want 5? Okay. Number 5 was which AFGM is a film starring Tom Cruise, Jack Nicholson and Demi Moore? I'll do the answers for the others now. So which DB, for question 1, was always the murder victim in the game of Cluedo or Clue? It was Dr. Black. Dr. Black, always the murder victim. If you never knew that, you should remember it now, because that is one of those typical pub quiz questions. It's typical pub quiz trivia. Tom reckons quiz 15 out of 15 for Crystal Maze. I haven't even given the answers yet. Right, number 2. In Amsterdam, what DPs are known as Vienna bread? They are Danish pastries. Question 3. Which WWW was a movie and hit single for Will Smith in 1999? It was Wild Wild West. Awful film. Awful film. But the song was a hit. Question 4. Which SD was best friends with Norbert Rogers in cartoons and on film? It is Scooby-Doo. Because Norbert Rogers is Shaggy's real name, which is another good bit of pub quiz trivia I've said so many times over the years. Scooby-Doo. Question number 5. Which AFGM is a film starring Tom Cruise, Jack Nicholson and Demi Moore? Yes, it was the one where they say, you want the truth, you can't handle the truth. It is A Few Good Men. Question number 6. What WS is another name for the 3 witches in Macbeth? It is Weird Sisters. Weird Sisters. Tell us the plot for Wild Wild West. I don't know, honestly. I blocked it out of my mind. I just remember there was a big mechanical spider thing at the end and it was ridiculous. It was very silly and very poorly written. I mean, you think about Will Smith these days, I reckon he could play a seriously good cowboy kind of character if given the chance. He wasn't in that film. Awful, awful film. No, I'm not going to spoil it because there's no point in even watching it. Don't waste your life on it. Right, so your next one was number 7. Which MR was Barack Obama's main political rival? Mitt Romney. Mitt Romney. Dom says my favourite film. Lies. All lies. Question 8. Which SJ played the other Berlin girl on film? That was Scarlett Johansson. Scarlett Johansson for that one. Question number 9. Which WS is the world's largest fish? It's a whale shark. I've upset Charlie. Oh, please. I know I said all art is subjective, but there has to be a point where dross is literally just dross. The only good thing about that film was the song, and even that isn't Will Smith's best song. But it's alright, I suppose. Not the film, though. Sorry, Charlie. I hope you're joking, Jace. I really do. Yes, so question 9 was a whale shark. The world's largest fish, a whale shark. Question 10, which RP has their own drag race show on Netflix? It is RuPaul. RuPaul. Ian, I don't know what that one is either. A whole salmon doesn't count. No, a whale salmon is not. No, that doesn't count. It's a whale shark. The tree. Okay. Honestly, Back to the Future 3 is a much better film about the Wild Wild West. A much better film. Infinitely better. Oh man. Right, question number 11 now. Which DM was the first album from the British band Oasis? It was the album Definitely Maybe. Definitely Maybe. Question 12. Which HB is an elementary particle in the standard model of particle physics? It is Higgs boson. Higgs boson. Question 13. Which PP was Tony Stark's love interest? Pepper Potts. Question 14. Which BAT is a novel and film that introduced us to Holly Golightly, Breakfast at Tiffany's? And question 15. Last question in this round. Which LE is the most westerly point of England? It is Land's End. So 1 point for each. Tally up your scores. I reckon we're going to have a lot of you getting maximums here. But again, there's no shame no matter what you do or do not get right. Put your scores in the comments with your team names. Let me know if you need me to repeat any answers. But if not, yeah, put your scores out of 15 in the comments, please. The Donuts have scored 11. G-Force 14. 13 for Jenny and Pete. Well done. Freddy's Ficco's 15. 8 from Big Bloomers. 11 out of 15 for Paul. Well done. 9 for Team Keep Calm. Paranus have got 10. 11 says Honey. Well done. Oh, here we go. Scrolling too fast again. 15 for Monty's Minions. Doom Radleys have got 14. 15 for Cell Marketeers. Sophie says they got 10 points. Well done. 14 for Back in Black. 12 from Tracy. 12 for the Trampoliners. Oxford and Phoenix Collective have got 14. Kings and Queens have got 13. Where are we now? Let's look for some more. Social Quizding have got 14. Gemma Crew 13. Inquisitors 15. It's all downhill from here. 2 maximum scores in a row. When was the last time that happened, guys? Well done. 13 for Table of Filth. 10 out of 15 for Two Amigos. 14 for Harperoids. Next was You Could Have Won a St. Bernard. Got 15 as well. Barking Dogs 11 points. Mullet Mayhem 7 points. Well done, Franco. On My Own 12 points. Well done, James. 11 points for Half a Dozen. 11 for Forever Peace. Good score, Louise. 13 for Thunder Horse. 15 for Real Team 5. 14 for Blackpool Bar Stewards. Haggis Hunters scored a terrible 5 points. Oh, no. Never mind, guys. 15 points out of 15 for Quiz Maze. 14 for Neil Chander. Well done. 6, not doing very well at all. Oh, dear June. Never mind. House Winos, 10 points. Well done, Will. 5, 15 for You Could Have Won a St. Bernard. I think you meant to do a 1 in front of that 5 there, Tim. 10, had a massive brain fart on Some I Should Have Known. Unlucky Jam. 12.5 for Quarantinis. Hold on. How are you giving yourself half a point? There's no half points. You either got it or you didn't, I'm afraid, Naomi. 12 points. 15 out of 15, yes, Tom says, for Quizdle Maze. And Ian got 7 points. Good scores all round, everybody. Your next round is going to be the Our Survey Says round, Family Fortune style, which means I get an opportunity to use my sound effects again. Hopefully it's loud and clear tonight. Yeah, that's working, isn't it? Yeah, great. Okay. We'll have some fun with that, I'm sure, in a bit. I'm going to do 10 questions because we're already at 10 past 9, but if you want to stick around for a couple more once I've gone through the answers of those, then you can, but I won't go on too much longer than that. But we'll do officially 10 questions in this round. All you need to do then for this one is I'm going to read out questions taken from the Family Fortunes or Family Feud game show. The surveys were asked to 100 people. You just need to tell me what you think the top answer was from the survey for each question. Only the top answer. Don't write down multiples. You only get points for the first answer that you write down, the one that you think is the top answer. I, however, have the top 5 written down, and from that top 5 you get 5 points for the top answer, running down to 1 point for the least popular answer. So see how well you do with this one. Here we go with question number 1. And by the way, actually quickly, before I do that, I should share again. I keep moving on too fast because of time, but here is the link for Secret Santa, our nominated charity. They've been putting together care packages for over 200 elderly people all the time now through the pandemic. Or it could be simple things like tea and coffee, toilet roll, kitchen roll, all those kind of necessities, those things that you need, those essential things that the elderly are sometimes not able to go out and get for themselves. They've been going out and putting those packages together and including little games and puzzles and things for them as well. But in addition to that, they're supporting vulnerable people throughout the area in lots of different areas. I know that if any of them are watching, Courtney or maybe Claire, if you want to put anything in the comments to remind people and me of the other things they're doing and anything new they've been doing lately, please do so while we move on to the next round, because they do really need our support to help continue to provide for those people. Because you know, you can provide something for somebody once, but if they're still going to be vulnerable in weeks to come, which certainly at least the elderly are, and I know lots of others will be too, they need to continue to support them. Can you have a sport round for Kev's birthday? Yes, that sounds like a good idea. Can you let me know what the date is? I know there's some Quiz Maze people who are top fans, including you, Tom, so yes, I think we will do something like that for Kev's birthday. I think that's a good idea. I've been trying to work one in somehow, so maybe we can do it for that. Yeah. Let me know when it is. I've forgotten. I know I should know that. Facebook will tell me, but I need time to prepare it. So yeah. Top fans, I'll always listen to your requests, and the sport round is the one thing I haven't done yet. But like the music round, I wanted it to be something special. I wanted it to be an event. And I also wanted to announce it so people could avoid it if they don't like sport. It will no doubt be a quieter quiz that evening, but I will do it last, so you can join in for the first 2, as I've said before. Okay, so technically it's today, but how about Wait a minute, it's today? How come I didn't get a notification about it on Facebook then? Does he not put it on there? Is he watching? Is he here? Why haven't we said this in the comments already? I'm sure we can try and do one for Sunday. All right, let's move on, and I'll get to the comments through each questions as always. So, write down what you think the top answer was from our survey. Here's question number 1. Name a popular cured meat product. Paddy says, you hear that, Roz? Top fans get listened to. Yeah, they do. Name a popular cured meat product. That is question 1 in our Survey Says round. What do you think the top answer was from our survey when they were asked, name a popular cured meat product? That's question 1. Your handout round, by the way, once we've said our goodbyes at the end of this video, will be a Disney handout round. It's a lot of fun if you like your Disney. Question number 2. Name a wrestler who turned into a movie star. Name a wrestler who became a movie star. That's question 2 in our Family Fortune style Our Survey Says round. What could be the top answer to that one? Name a wrestler who became a movie star. Question number 3 now. Name a well-known actor named Chris. Name a well-known actor named Chris. I should say the survey's like within the last 5 years. This is a survey from. I tried to pick ones again where the questions are all relevant still today. But yeah, it was within the last 5 years these questions were asked for this particular survey, or across many surveys. I just cherry picked these particular ones. So name. So name a well-known actor named Chris for question 3. Ah, Dave Brown's just joined us. Welcome. Hope you're doing well, Dave. All right, question 4 then in the Our Survey Says round. Name a popular Indian curry. Name a popular Indian curry. Oh, if you hear a cracking, by the way, that was my neck. Ow. All right. Let's move on. Question number 5 now. Question 5. Name a type of transport that has no wheels. Name a type of transport that has no wheels. What do you think the top answer was from our survey for that one? All right, question number 6 now. Question 6. Name a good job for a convincing liar. Name a good job for a convincing liar. All right, question number 7 then. Question 7. Name a British bird of prey. Name a British bird of prey. For number 7. Question number 8 now. Question 8. Name a word that can follow the word boy. Name a word that can follow the word boy. Okay, question number 9 now. Question 9. Name a borough of New York City. Name a borough of New York City. Oi or boy, James says. Boy, yes. B-O-Y. Boy. For number 8. Name a word that could follow the word boy. Yeah, question 9 again was name a borough of New York City. Question number 10. Name a popular model of car made by Nissan. Name a popular model of car made by Nissan. Question 9 was name a borough of New York City. Okay, does anybody want any of those first 10 questions repeated? Because it will take us a few minutes to go through the answers. And I want to do that first, and then we'll see where we're at, and we could do some more if we do have time and people want to stick around for it. Owen, what do you mean, ant? Huh? Question 8. Name a word that could follow the word boy. I mean a word, not letters to make it a longer word, a separate word. Like something that's a word on its own that you could add on to the end. But again, it's a survey, so, you know, there could be some wrong answers in the survey. It's just a survey. If people have given that and it becomes a popular answer, then it's one of the top 5. That's not down to me whether or not they're in the survey. It just means that that was a popular answer. So sometimes you do find there are wrong answers to the questions, believe it or not. And I get moaned at every time it happens. I'm like, it's a survey! What can I do? Oh, never mind. Okay, number 5 and 7. Okay, so number 5 was name a type of transport that has no wheels. And number 7 was name a British bird of prey. Yes, so that's those 2 repeats. Question 4, Tracy, was name a popular Indian curry. And question 10, Franco's asked for, name a popular model of car made by Nissan. I should remind you all that this particular survey would have been one conducted in the UK, so the answers may be slightly different if they were surveyed outside of the UK, but just bear that in mind for those teams that are taking part from overseas. There might be some slight differences to what the survey would be were it asked in another country. For things like the popular model of car, perhaps by Nissan, the Indian curry may be different, I don't know. But this is what we've got. All right, so that's those 10. I'm going to go through the answers now. Remember, you get 1 point for the least popular answer of the survey in our top 5, going up to 5 points for the top answer for each question. So I'll say as we go through how much each answer was worth. If you, however, if you have given an answer and it's not one of the top 5, then you get nothing for that question. So here we go. Question number 1, name a popular cured meat product. We have 1 point for fish, 2 points for sausages, 3 points for salami, 4 points for ham, and 5 points, and the top answer was bacon. Question 2, name a wrestler who turned into a movie star. 1 point for John Cena, 2 points for Jesse Ventura, 3 points for Steve Austin, 4 points for Hulk Hogan. The top answer was Dwayne Johnson, or The Rock. You can put that down if you want. Question 3. Question number 3, name a well-known actor named Chris. We have Chris Pine for 1 point, Chris Rock for 2, Chris Pratt for 3, Chris Hemsworth for 4, and the top answer was Chris Evans. Yes, Aaron. If you smell... It was the best wrestling era, the Attitude Era. It was amazing. I used to love that stuff. Not so much anymore. But hey. So yeah, Chris Evans was the top answer for that one. Not the ginger one. The one who plays Captain America. In case you haven't realised, they've got the same name. Question 4. Name a popular Indian curry. Madras for 1 point. Korma for 2. Balti for 3. Jalfrezi for 4. And the top answer was tikka masala. Now question 5. Name a type of transport that has no wheels. A rocket for 1 point. A horse for 2. A skiing or sledging for 3 points. Hovercraft for 4. And the top answer was a boat. A boat or ship. Anything like that. Chippy, you're welcome for adding more questions. Yeah, it felt like the right thing to do. We tested it for 5 and it's the right thing to do to add more. Oh, I know. Andre the Giant should have been one of the top 5, but it wasn't. Sorry, Rod. Yeah, I know. Princess Bride, great movie, in particular with him in. Question 6. Name a good job for a convincing liar. A spy for 1 point. An estate agent for 2. A car salesman for 3. An actor or actress for 4. I think we just say actor now, don't we? You don't say lawyer or lawyeress. It's just actor, right? Or doctor or doctoress. It's just a doctor. Right, so actor for 4. And the top answer, politician. MP or politician, anything like that. I'm sure we can all think of a convincing liar who is also some kind of politician. What about Brian Glover? Oh, I don't know. It wasn't there, June. Sorry. Wasn't one of the top 5, shall we say. Maybe it was lower down in the survey, but we're only giving points for the top 5. Question 7. Name a British bird of prey. Falcon for 1 point. Owl for 2. Kestrel for 3. Eagle for 4. And the top answer, kite. Or red kite. There's loads of them around where I live. Loads of them. It's amazing. Although they're probably missing all the roadkill right now. I think that's fair to say. Question 8 was, name a word that can follow the word boy. We have boy George, boy toy, boy band, boyhood, and the top answer, boyfriend. And question number 9 now. Name a borough of New York City. We have Staten Island, the Bronx, Queens, Brooklyn, and the top answer, Manhattan. Question number 10, the last question, at least for now. Name a popular model of car made by Nissan. We have the Micra, the Duke, the Leaf, the Note, and the top answer was Qashqai. I think that's how you say it. Qashqai. Qashqai? Buoyant. Yes. Oh, and I knew where you were going with that, but it wasn't one of the top 5. Sorry. Funny as it was. Meant he was a good actor. Yeah. Unfortunately, not an answer, though. Okay, tally up your scores then. I don't mind doing a little bit more, but tally up your scores for now. Let's do that, because I know there will be a load of people that want to drop off now. So let's do the scores for this one, and then I don't mind staying on and doing a couple more, finishing off the round properly. But let's see what your team scores are for this one. Okay. That was the donuts round, scored 45 points. Crappy 39, says Jenny, for Jenny and Pete. 34 points for trampoliners, 40 for Tegan's team there. Well done, Tegan. Well, Paul Chalice says 44. Paranus, 49 points. Gemma Crew, 43. Selena says 28 points. 46 for Real Friends, 39 for Big Bloomers. Social Quiz Dancing, I've got 41. You could have won a St. Bernard, 34. Doom Radley's 48. Oh, it's going by quite fast. 37 out of 50 for the Two Amigos. 39 for Big Bloomers. Social Quiz Dancing 41. Monty's Minions 46. James says they're staying on. Thanks, mate. 46 for Real Friends. 43 for the Oxford Collective. I may have doubled up on some of these that I'm reading out. Sorry if I did. Doom Radley's 48. Freddy's Ficco's 49. 43 points for Harperoids. On My Own, 43 points. Haggis Hunters, 33. 29 for Back in Black. 45 for Half a Dozen. 28, ouch, Neil says. Maddie Cat Lady, 46 points they've got. Well done there. 42, Honey says, good score. Ian Mitchell says 34 points. 33 for Maisie and Willow. I blame my teammates internally. 39 points. House Winos 47. 41 for Barking Dogs. 41 for Blackpool Bar Stewards. 39 for Table of Filth. House Winos 47. 37 for Inquisitors. 36 Louise says for her team. 34 for Real Team 5. 39 for Jam. 42 out of 50 for Crystal Maze. Kev is watching. Happy birthday, mate. I would say I'm sorry. To be honest, I thought it would be something somebody would have told me straight away to give you a shout out for your birthday. I hope you are as well as can be, mate, you and Liz, and all you and yours. What evening is the quiz on normally at the King's Head and Bell? It is the same as this one, which is why this one is every Thursday and every Sunday. So it will be there again when we eventually reopen there. It's normally 9 o'clock on a Thursday, 8 o'clock on a Sunday, for the actual pub quiz at the King's Head and Bell in Abingdon. And we do so much more than this. So much more. The regulars will tell you. But that's why this quiz on Facebook Live is every Thursday and every Sunday, to keep it consistent for the own mental well-being of all of us involved. So there you go, Tegan. 28, Sophie says, that's okay, it's a good score. 35 for Cell Marketeers. Jam, thank you for replying there as well. Thursdays and Sundays, yeah, loads of you know that. June says 20 points, well done. Just can't handle 2 women. Oh dear. I see that one from Kate. He's been surprisingly bashful. Tom says, surprisingly bashful. Oh, come on. Give some likes, please. Your emoji reactions and cares and love hearts and all that good stuff for Kev, please, for his birthday. Yay, King's Head and Bell. Can't wait to be back, Ed. I know. Tell me about it. 37 points for team Keep Calm. Right, very well done, everybody. We are now at... oh, yeah, you'll all have to have a road trip. You will. I would love, love, love to meet all of you new people at the King's Head and Bell for the actual quiz night. It will be such a party when they reopen for the first quiz nights back. Honestly, the pub doesn't know what's coming. Jordan, if you're still watching, brace yourselves for this one. It's going to be huge. You might have teams upstairs as well in the function room. It's going to be huge. I know it. Right. So everybody say goodnight to the people that want to leave. I'm going to do 5 more questions very quickly for the people that want to stay around, just as a one-off. Normally I'll stick to the 10, I think. But because I said we would, I'll do 5 more questions in this Our Survey Says round, because I've got them right here. Link for donating, one more time, at least for now, is right there. GoFundMe. It will be in the description after I posted this video. It will be in the description of this video. And I'll be back again on Sunday at 8 o'clock with another quiz, of course, normally going live at 1:45, just like I do on Thursdays, to give you time to join. Good night to everybody. Long way from Sheffield, June. I know. But I will, when we do go back to pubs, I'll try and do more online as well. Where will we all stay? There are plenty of pubs and restaurants nearby that have B&Bs and hotels in the area. So if you did want to do a trip like that, if you did, get in touch, because there's plenty that we could recommend for you. But we'll talk about that closer to the time. For now, we'll be here for months. We'll be doing this for months, trust me. Can I give Can I give the Staten a shout out? When you get 9 to 1 tomorrow morning. Oh, the station. Sorry, James. Yes, keep calm and listen in. They've got a show tomorrow morning. Get 9 to 1 tomorrow morning for a very special show. Then 4 till 6 for a family disco. Keep calm and listen in. There's also something I share a lot on the group. There is a radio station there that James runs, playing great music all the time. So if you want a bit of company with a radio DJ kind of style to it, unlike this being a quiz style, watch, keep calm and listen in, have that playing in the background, especially tomorrow through your VE Day celebrations. James, I will share what I can again on the page, because I haven't done it for a few days. Yes, but I will carry on doing live stuff when we are back at the pub. Down to 2 dogs, but staying. Right, let's do 5 more questions, guys, and then I've got to share a picture around for everybody. So, we'll do 1 to 5 again, okay? Number these 1 to 5. Name a superhero who doesn't hide his identity. What's with the early finish? It's a bank holiday. Well, because I'm normally on for an hour and a half, which we are now at. That's why I'm doing more. All for VE Day, James. That's great. Yeah, James has also got great prizes to give away for regular listeners. Really great prizes. I'm trying to think about how I can incorporate something similar into what I do, James. The trouble is, I just know that there'll be people that Google the answers for an actual prize. Not my regulars, not you lot, but some people might do. But yeah, James has got great prizes to give away, so do check out what he does. Glad you love the blockbusters round, yeah. All the feedback appreciated. But I'll be posting more about things like that too. So name a superhero who doesn't hide his identity. That's your first question in this special little bonus round, because we are in extra time now. Question number 2 then for this lot. Name a British band from the 1960s that are still popular today. Name a British band from the 1960s that are still popular today. Not necessarily still making music, but still popular today. Yes. Question number 3. Name a body part that might need to be replaced as you get older. Name a body part that might need to be replaced as you get older. Everybody say bless you to my wife if you heard her sneezing in the background. Oh, question, yeah, Owen, great answer for question 1. It's not there. It's not there at all. Obviously, it's not there really, but yeah, not all superheroes wear capes. Absolutely. God, I miss football. Oh, I miss football so much. I don't think I've said that out loud before, but man, do I miss watching football. Okay, Naomi says bless you. Yeah, there you go, Chrissy. Yeah, Chrissy doesn't miss football. She's quite glad that football's cancelled. Okay, question 4. Name a former Disney kid who went on to have a successful adult career. Name a former Disney kid who went on to have a successful career as an adult. When I say adult career, I do mean as an adult, not an adult career, because that's very different. Although maybe, looking at the answers, you never know. Yes, Tom, even Spurs. I miss watching Spurs. If you're not a Spurs fan, you don't understand what it's like. Trust me. Question 1, Mo Salah. No, don't be silly. Not Mo Salah. Maybe in your survey. June misses horse racing. I don't mind horse racing, but I don't like the fact they make him jump in things like the Grand National. I'd be much happier if they didn't, because when they jump and they fall over and then they get shot and put down, that's so unnecessary. If they didn't jump and just ran on flats, they wouldn't need to kill all these horses, right? But yeah, horse racing in general, fine. I know a lot of you are into your sports, so fair play. Last one then. Question number 5. Name a rock and roll act from the 50s. Name a rock and roll act from the 50s. That's your last question. Amy misses meeting people. Yeah, I know. Yeah, unfortunately, public gatherings for events, small ones like the quiz nights, big ones like gigs, concerts, just meeting people in pubs in general or anywhere in general. Those kind of things are going to be the last things we're allowed to do. So even when things do loosen up a bit, I know it's depressing. I don't really want to talk too much about it because it's supposed to be doing good for your mental well-being, for you being here. But that just means I'll be doing this for longer. There's nothing wrong with that, right? I just don't think you'd understand. Yes, Owen. Awesome. Yeah, Amy, me too. I feel for you, honestly. Oh well. We'll keep calm and carry on, hey? Yeah. Especially for people who are on their own, hey? If you do live on your own, then yeah. Things like this. June, you should check out Keep Calm and Listen In. They play lots of great songs. I don't know if you do already, but give it a try. Because then you've got company for other days as well, just playing good music. Not just new music. In fact, mostly not new music, which is why I enjoy it so much. You are helping my mental well-being. Thank you. Oh, Amy, that's lovely to hear. Yeah. Repeat 4, please. Okay, that was name a former Disney kid who went on to have a successful career as an adult. Okay, shall we do the answers then for that, and then we'll say goodnight. That was a special little extra time thing as it's a bank holiday. That's my excuse for doing more for you. 80 people or 80 viewers are sticking around. I didn't think we'd do that at all. I thought I'd be talking to about 10 of you. So yeah, love you guys. Thanks for that. Here we go then with the answers. Keeping your brain working, Lorna says. Yeah, I think so. Don't forget, I mean, because clearly you're sticking around for the longest. So you guys are clearly some hardcore quiz-loving people. You enjoy what I'm doing the most. And so what I want to say to you guys is download an app called Limor. That's what you need to do, because you get to hear. Oh, hang on. Why didn't that work? Hang on. If you download Limor, you get to listen to me do a little quiz every day. 3 questions. There we go. There's the link to it. If anyone is quizzing on their own, and you are welcome to join the Barking Dogs. There you go. That's a nice invitation from Bill. June, why don't you have a word with Bill? Send him a message. I think you'd be a lovely addition to their team. It is hardcore, yeah. I share on Limor, I record a little clip called a little quiz, #little-quiz. And it's 3 questions, random subjects. And then on Limor, if you're there and are listening to that clip there, you can record your own response with your own voice if you want to say what you think the answers are. And then I post the answers later on. Or you can just type in a text response, but you tend to then spoil it for everybody else because they can read before they listen to what I've said. Or you can just not comment and just listen to it. So yeah, it's good fun. And I do that every day. No bank holiday here in the US, but it is Mother's Day, Mothering Sunday on Sunday for you. Yeah, we've got a different Mother's Day to America. Yeah, it is, regardless, Amy, of whether in fact it's a bank holiday for you tomorrow. It is obviously a very important day for all countries that were part of the Allied forces in World War II tomorrow, because it's 75 years since there was victory in Europe. So it's a massively important day. And we're doing lots of fun things over here for it, which we should be doing, which is good. If you download Limor, do you get to become a top fan? Do you know what? If Facebook don't start giving me top fans back on my page, I am going to start thinking of different ways people can earn their way into the group. I've been thinking about it for the last 2 weeks now. I am seriously considering it. So get involved anyway, and then I'll let you know. There's lots of stuff going on there. It's good fun, honestly. There's loads of different things you can listen to on there. And you can post your own stuff. You'll find all sorts of people listen to what you want to say. Okay, let's do the answers. So, 11. Name a superhero who doesn't hide his identity. 1 point for Nick Fury. 2 points for the Fantastic Four, any of them, because I'm being generous. 3 points for Thor. 4 points for Captain America. And the top answer was Iron Man. I nearly said Iron Maiden then. Iron Man is the top answer. Sarah, thank you for that. We don't normally go on this long. We're doing an extra round, as you probably heard. Roz has a chance. Yes, that means Roz has a chance. I know. I'm not saying it's definite yet, but I'm thinking about it. It is on my mind. Question 12. Name a British band from the 1960s that are still popular today. We've got the Jackson 5 for 1 point, Pink Floyd for 2, The Who for 4, The Beatles, sorry, The Who for 3 points, The Beatles for 4 points, and the top answer was the Rolling Stones. Big argument there about whether the Rolling Stones or the Beatles were the better band. Gotta be the Stones for me. Gotta be Rolling Stones. Love it. I mean, there's good songs in both. We've talked about them before. Question 13. Name a body part that might need to be replaced as you get older. We have the heart, the kidneys, your knees, your teeth. Top answer? Hips. Hips. Jeff's given us the devil horns there. Rock and roll, mate. Question number 4 was name a former Disney kid who went on to have a successful career as an adult. We have Kurt Russell, Selena Gomez, Zac Efron, Justin Timberlake, and the top answer was Miley Cyrus. Question 5, the last question then, was name a rock and roll act from the 1950s. We have Ray Charles, Chuck Berry, Jerry Lee Lewis, Buddy Holly, and for 5 points, the top answer, Elvis Presley, the king, of course. I love the music from all of those, by the way. And most of the music from question 12. Oh, sorry, the second question I did, if you're interested. I'm a DJ, so I've got quite an eclectic taste anyway. No Britney. Britney? From where? Which? Oh, the Disney one. Oh, no. There you go. There's an extra little quiz for you there, stuck onto the end of our usual programming. So we'll do different quiz rounds again on Sunday. I might probably keep Family Fortunes as a stable kind of one that we do every show. But Sunday will be... Oh, Jason says in Elvis style. Sunday will be different quiz rounds, different subjects, of course. Let's see your scores then. We have 24 out of 25 for Crystal Maze, 24 points for Keep Calm, 24 for Honey, 19 for Tegan, 14 points, Jenny says. Man, oh man, oh dear. I'm glad you like the rounds though anyway. 24 for Maisie and Willow, well done Ed and co there. The Donuts have got 23. Jace, what am I doing in Elvis style? What do you mean? Honey says 24 points. Thank you, good fun, Tegan, you're welcome. 24 points for Tom's Crystal Maze. Again, I've said that. 24 for Real Friends. 14 for Paul Chalice. That's okay. 22 for Maddie Cat Lady. 24 out of 25. Tracy says, so close. Thanks for staying on. Great quiz tonight. You're welcome. Do donate, guys. I'm posting the link again, and it will be in the description of the video. 24 for Cell Marketeers. 17 for Freddy's Fick House. Full house for the quarantines. Yes, well done, Louise. 24 for the Real Team 5. Louise Naseby says 24 points. Paul says, thank you, you're welcome. 22 for the Trampolinas. Great quiz, thanks. Sue, you're welcome. Table of Filth got 19. Excellent, Chris, thank you. Jenny, always a pleasure, mate. 22 points for Selena says, thank you again and see you on Sunday. Yes, it's Secret Santa on Thursday, Secret Santa 365, and on Sundays it is Sophia we're supporting, so do join me again then. Amy says, you all are fantastic. Thanks for cheering my Thursday afternoon in US time. Of course it is. Yeah, Amy, you're welcome. Do continue to spread the word. It's been lovely to get some more Americans joining. 24 for Sophie. 21, Ian says for his score. Mullet Mayhem, 18 points. 19 for Back in Black. R.I.P. Brittany. Ian says, Thunderhorse, 25 points. Great score. Blockbuster round was good too. Thanks, Owen. Glad you enjoyed it. We'll do that more often. Preferred Jollies to Beatles and the Stones. Fair play, June. Jollies? Jollies. Okay, Fab Quiz, Katie says, also with regards to the number of following being lower than the viewers, there are 5 of us, but we screen share on Zoom, so technically one of us views. Yeah, there's quite a few people that are doing that. So I understand the numbers are going to be higher, but that number of devices, at least watching, I'd love to see go up, because it's so hard to work out what the actual viewing figures are. And for some reason I care about those things. Yeah, so 22 points for Kings and Queens. You loved that round. Yeah, we will do more of those. I'll do those every week, I think, the Our Survey Says rounds, because everybody can do a bit of that. 19 for June, great score. 19 points as well for the Harperoids. There's the link again. 25 points for Quarantinis. Sarah says thanks again from Back in Black. Well done. Thank you, guys. Sarah, thanks as always for counting for me. Really enjoyed the quiz tonight. I actually knew some answers. Yeah, it's always more fun when you get some of the answers right, I guess. Haggis Hunters are impressed with their best ever score. 23 points. Well done, Lorna. Thanks again. Vernia says 20 for us. Well done. Barking Dogs have no idea what they scored. I'm sure you didn't, because we've gone on longer than normal tonight and you probably stopped caring and just having fun, Bill. It's no problem. Only 18 for Blackpool Bar Stewards. Excellent quiz, Chris. Thanks, Sandy says. Thanks, quiz. Thanks for the quiz. Yeah, keep leaving your comments, guys. I always go back and read through some of them, and I like and comment where I can as well. The Quarantinis are improving each week, Naomi says. Great. Oh, the Hollies. That's what you meant, June. Yes, love the Hollies too. Yeah, I love all that kind of music. Yeah, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. I prefer all of that ahead of most modern music, with the exception of my favourite rock bands, really. So yeah, keep leaving your comments, keep sharing, doing all that good stuff. Keep sending in your quiz team logos. Please do send in more quiz team logos. That's also good fun. Follow me on Twitter and on Limor at Big Quiz Night In. You're more than welcome, guys. Was there anything else I need to say before you all go? We've got 54 of you left watching. I think that was about it. But do support the charities that we nominate here. Do share the quiz with whoever you think would be interested. It doesn't take much just to tap the share button. Thank you to people like Liz who share all the time everything I do. Anybody that does that, it's all appreciated. You're all helping to raise awareness for these charities, helping to bring more people into the quiz, which is helping their own mental well-being, I hope. Robin says, yeah, see, Robin's here from Lima, by the way. Thank you, Chris. Had a good time. Particularly hard for me this time, but I'll keep trying. Yeah, well, your general knowledge is improving with every quiz you do, Robin. And I'll post the answers to today's little quiz in Lima very shortly. So stay tuned for that. If you haven't done today's little quiz, it will be there very soon. That's what I record after I've done this. Picture round's coming up. Disney picture round will be shared soon. You can share that with whoever you like too. And yeah, keep doing all that good stuff. And stay safe. And I guess that's it from me. I'll see you same time on Sunday for more of the same fun. Cheers. Good night.